Hey friends, so I'm currently on a road trip for a bachelorette weekend. But of course, you know me, I had to squeeze in a quick thrift stop on the drive. I'm only gonna hit up one Goodwill and it's in a super rural area, but my goal is to find $1,000 worth of resellable items for eBay and Poshmark. So let's go see if this tiny town has any hidden gems. I want to start in the shoes. Since we're going into summertime, I really want to focus on high quality leather items, some nice sandals, also hiking boots, and loafers and ballet flats. Those are doing really well, so hope that I can find some of those. Ooh. These are nice, $10. These are corks from Corky's. These are some really nice clogs, and you have the studding. Only $10. I can typically sell these for around $45 to $50, so I am gonna grab these. Some Berkeys, those are cute. All right, so these are the only shoes that I found in that new shoe box, and these are really cute. They're a pair of Berkeys. They're in really great condition. For Berkeys, these actually look like they're new, and they have this shimmer and sparkle to them. These are really pretty. I'm gonna probably price these for around $45 to $50. All right, let's look at the rest of the shoes. So far, I'm actually really happy with the 3 that I found, and so fast too. Just really looking for items that look high quality, like leather. These are Clarks, but wow, these feel really cheap. And they're in new condition, but I mean, they're obviously not real leather, but they just don't feel good. Ooh. Yes. Just some plain Jeffrey Campbell little ballet flats with the Mary Jane strap. They are $7. I'm gonna grab these. I like Jeffrey Campbell, and also ballet flats are doing really well. So this is kind of one of the items that I was hoping I would find. Probably gonna price these for around $40. The cutest pair of J. Crew mules. These are adorable. I wish these were my size. They're 10.5. They have this gingham plaid, this little ruffling. I really do like to pick up J. Crew shoes to resell, and they are $7. Probably gonna price these for $45. So these are Converse. I'm gonna put these in my cart. They do have some wear to them, but I do wanna look these up. Okay, I'm gonna look up these Converse to see if I want them. They do have some wear, so I'm just gonna take a picture and Google Lens them and see what they're listed for right now on eBay and Poshmark. So ones that are in better condition than these ones are listed for $50, so I'm just gonna leave them because they have them. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how high they had them marked. They had them marked up to $20, so definitely not grabbing these. I'm gonna go put these ones back. Got some Sam Edelman boots. Very selective with Sam Edelman, and they also have them $15, so not gonna grab those. Ooh. But I am gonna get these. These are $10, another pair of Corky's. You guys know that I love finding this brand. They sell it at Nordstrom, Sundance, Free People. Really great brand. I've always had a lot of really great luck with this, and these are in really great condition. I like to put boho, pirate in my listings for them, especially boots that look like this, and I'm gonna price these for $45 or $50. Yes, like I was just saying, I love picking up loafers. These are in really great condition. They are from Sam Edelman, but again, Sam Edelman loafers do really well, so I am gonna grab these. These also have this really beautiful shimmer to these. They are $15, so they are marked up, but I can sell their loafers right now for around $50. Another pair of corks. I was just about to leave this aisle. Ah, these ones are marked up though, and this looks like fake wood, or it feels like fake wood. So I'm gonna leave these ones, but they are really cute. All right, let's see if we can find anything in the men's section. Ooh, I do like this brand Mephisto. They're $10, and these are leather. I think I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna have to look them up, but when I have sold this brand, their shoes before, I can sell them for around 40 to 45, and with these being leather sandals, I think those will do really well right now. And they're also men's. I love picking up men's shoes. Ooh, these feel really nice. They're from Banana Republic. I'm not gonna get them though. They have marked up to $15, but they are leather. And again, they feel really nice. Right, so far I feel like the shoes have really paid off. I found so many items to sell, and I feel like really high quality items too. And I also found the loafers and the ballet flats, so really excited about those. And we're gonna move on to some of the new racks that they have out right now. I didn't find anything on the new rack, but now I'm gonna make my way over to the dresses. I'm really hoping to find some Y2K or 90s silk vintage dresses, or obviously any great brand of dress, hopefully midi and maxi length, because I can get more for those when it comes to reselling. So let's get to those now. It's a cute little Piranha chambray dress. Don't really pick up Piranha anymore though, so I'm gonna leave this, but it was cute. So I do like to pick up Toad & Co. This one is $8. I am gonna grab it. This feels really breathable. It has a lot of stretch, and I do really like this floral print. And I've actually sold this exact dress before, just in a different print. And it has this laser cutout down at the hem. I think it's called the Sun Kiss dress. I'll have to look, but I think I've picked it up about 4 times now. It also has some pockets too, which is nice, and I do like to put that in my description, that the dress has pockets, and some of them actually have hidden pockets. So this one has a hidden pocket right here, so I'll put that in my listing as well. This one's really pretty, and I do really like to put in athletic, athleisure, camping, hiking, and fishing, and Toad & Co pieces. I'm gonna price this for around 40 to 45. Ooh, this one is cute. It's from Tropical Tantrum, size large, only $6. This is really cute. It has this floral tropical print. You also have the tie-dye in here and some beading, and this is vintage. I do really like to pick up Hawaiian or tropical vintage dresses, so I'm gonna grab this. Probably gonna price it for around 45. This one is cute. It kind of looks like a Trina Turk piece. It's definitely not though, it's really cheap. So this cute jumpsuit is from ModCloth. Feels like it's linen, wide leg, like 3/4 button up. I do really like to pick up ModCloth. Their items normally are made very retro and pin-up, and they do have a cult following, so I am gonna grab this, and I'm gonna probably price this for around 40. Ooh. So here's a vintage dress. It's from Dorothy Perks. And this is really pretty. So it has the black underneath and then the chiffon black, or sorry, it has the red underneath and then the black chiffon over top. And then also has the asymmetrical hem. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna put whimsical goth, dark romantic, vampire core, witch core. Pick this up and I'm gonna price it for 45. So I do really like to pick up Trina Turk. This one is $6. I'm not gonna grab this one though, just because it is very basic and boring. It's just a plain navy blue dress with this exposed zipper in the front. This also looks like an old style from them, but not like a desired vintage piece, so I'm gonna pass on this one. I am gonna grab this Princess Polly dress. I'm only gonna grab it because it's only $6 and it is new with tags. And I definitely feel like this is a very on-trend piece. It is very feminine, very romantic. You also have this square neckline, the lacing, very, very dreamy. I'm gonna probably price it for $40. Ooh, another great outdoors brand. You guys already know I love this brand, Title IX. This is a really nice dress too. I love the print. You also have this little open back here, and it's a size 10, so a good size. How much is it? It's only $6. I'm definitely gonna grab this. Again, I use the same keywords: outdoors, camping, hiking, and fishing. Whenever I list a Title IX dress, and these do really well during this time of year, obviously. And this has a lot of stretch to it. It has pockets. This one also has a zip-up pocket, which I will put in my description and in my title. So definitely grabbing this. Ooh, so another Title IX dress, size large. It is $8. This print makes me think of shells. This is really nice. You also have this razor back with the strapping. I think it has a built-in bra, at least it feels like it does. Yes, so this one has a built-in bra. It's gonna be a little bit below the knees. Again, I'm gonna use the same keywords and price it for $40, 40 to 45. I do typically like to pick Eileen Fisher, but I'm gonna pass up on this piece. It's not marked up, it's only $6, but it just has hair on it and some like stains. Well, I feel like I should be able to wash those out, but I'm still gonna leave it just because it's a very basic piece. Also, it's only a size medium, so I've kind of been trying to pick up large and up when it comes to Eileen Fisher. All right, so I'm gonna grab this. This is from the brand Hell Bunny. It is new with tags. It has roses and spider webs. And I've picked up this brand before, and they make kind of, what would you say, dark, kind of sexy pieces. This one has a little Peter Pan neckline, and I'm gonna grab this. Some of their dresses brand new or even pre-owned resell for around $50. So I'm probably gonna price this for around $50 to $60, but I will have to look up this particular style. But anytime I find anything with a unique name or an item that looks different, I always advise looking it up. Any of those cosplay or unique items typically sell really well and sell really fast too. All right, so I think I just found the most beautiful vintage dress. Here she is, and she is so pretty. It's from the brand Emma Dommel. I've never heard of it before, but I just looked it up, and this is a 1960s vintage dress. So here's a better look at her. She is very stunning. And we have this illusion sleeve, the illusion bust line as well. And the whole thing has this gorgeous Victorian looking lace floral overlay. Absolutely stunning. I love this dress. When I looked up comps on this vintage brand for 1960s pieces, some of them had them listed for $150. So I will have to do some more research, but I'm definitely picking this gorgeous dress up. It's always so wonderful to find a one-of-a-kind piece. All right, so I just found another gorgeous vintage piece. This one is really exciting. This one is from Jessica McClintock, and it is for Gunny Sack, which Gunny Sack is such a great brand to look out for, especially if you can find their prairie pieces. Oh my goodness, I have never found any of their prairie pieces before, but those sell for a lot. This is only $8, and this is definitely 90s vintage. It is absolutely stunning. I love this red. It's satin, it's gorgeous. Here is a full look, so pretty. In my keywords, I'm gonna put obviously 90s, and I'm also gonna put vampire, romantic, dark romantic, sexy, prom, event. I'm gonna price this for around $70. She's so pretty. Okay, I couldn't resist trying this on. I feel like a princess. Another one from Jessica McClintock for Gunny Sack. This one is a little mini one with this floral lacing overlay, the little bow on the front with the jewel. So cute. I'm definitely gonna grab this. Probably price this one for $50 because it's smaller. So I do like to pick up Garnet Hill, but I'm not gonna grab this one just because it's a mini length. If it was a midi one, maybe with some sleeves, I would get it, but this one kind of looks a little used and has some peeling, so I'm gonna put this one back. But Garnet Hill is a really great brand to look out for. This looks like a vintage piece. Don't know if it has a brand though. I feel like vintage pieces don't need to have brands, but it definitely helps. I'm gonna leave this because then I just looked over and it has some staining here, but if it didn't have the staining, if Nova was in great condition, I would have definitely grabbed this one. All right, so this label, I don't know what it was, made me want to look it up. An extra large, $6. I looked it up and this brand makes pinup retro pieces and they resell pre-owned for $45 to $55. Oh, I didn't even notice it has a bow on the back. So you have this little bow, this little defined waist, and this beautiful polka dot print. Really cute. I'm happy that I looked this up. All right, so I'm all done with the dresses and I feel like I found quite a few really great items. I did find some really great vintage pieces, which I'm really excited about. And then also the 2 Title IX dresses and the Toad & Co one I think will do really well for this time of year. So now we're gonna move on to skirts. I'm hoping for some nice midi to maxi lengths, hopefully some silk ones and some good brands. I'm gonna try and manifest Veronica Beard, but I think that might be reaching. We'll see. So here's a really cute skirt. It's from the vintage brand Pool. It's made in India and it's a size medium, 100% cotton, and it's only $6. This is gonna hit below the knees and it has this full skirt and this patchwork print. Floral, really cute, very bohemian, I would say festival, cottagecore, prairie. I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna price it for $40. So here we have another Title IX piece and I saw this print and right away I knew it was gonna be Title IX. I've picked up this print many times and this is actually a skirt. So you have the shorts underneath. The Title IX skirts are actually very desired during summertime. This one is a size small. They do have them marked up though. So this is $8, but I can typically sell their skirts pretty fast for around $40. So I'm gonna grab this. When it comes to skirts, Toad & Co, those ones do really well, along with the Title IX ones. So I do like to pick up Sundance, and this is a size large. It's only $6, but this one just looks really boring to me. They also have this mark, which I do think this would wash out, but again, I'm just not excited to list this, so I'm gonna leave this. But typically Sundance does do well, and some of their items retail for, even their shirts retail for around $100. And this is cute too, from Chico's. If it was silk, I would probably grab it. So I was able to find 2 soft roundings tops. I think they're both mediums. So they're both mediums and they are also both $6. And this one has some embroidery here. It's a nice little peasant blouse. Same with this one. It has some pin tucking and a beautiful floral print. Since they're mediums and they're just nice, beautiful blouses, I'm probably gonna price them for $35 each. Soft Surroundings doesn't do as well as it used to, but it's still a really great bread and butter brand for me. And normally Soft Surroundings is really easy to list too. And I always like to put in coastal, coastal grandma, boho, and log and look in my keywords for this brand. So here's a piece from Sweaty Betty, size large. It is $6, so not bad at all. And I really love how the logo has a rainbow in it. And then you also have rainbow striped sleeves. And then down here, the same detail. And I have mentioned before, but rainbow or multicolored striped items normally do really well. And this looks like it'd be a limited edition or a special edition piece from them. So I'm gonna snag this, and I'm probably gonna price it for $50, but I will have to look up this particular style from them. So I just found this gorgeous top, and I knew I wanted to look it up just because the label here is actually tacked on, and that's normally a really great indicator that it's a high quality piece. And the brand is called The Fold, and when I looked it up, it's actually a brand that they produce in London, and it is very expensive, brand new, and some of them are reselling pre-owned for around $150 to $200. And this one is marked up to $8. Definitely gonna grab this. I don't know if the camera's showing how beautiful it is, but it does have the shimmer in it, and it's this gorgeous boat neck top. I do always love to find new brands, and this one, obviously, like I said, just really caught my eye, and it feels high quality too. So always a really great indicator based on the label and how the material feels, whether or not you should look it up. I love this purple. I'm gonna probably price it for around $150 to $200, but again, I will have to do some more research on this brand. I did find some nice bread and butter pieces in the shirts, and I'm also really excited about the Fold shirt. Now we're gonna go move on to jeans. I did end up looking through the pants and the jeans, but I didn't find anything that I thought was worth picking up to resell. And at that point, I did have to go because I had to go get ready for the bachelorette party. But stay tuned till the end. Let's see if I met my $1,000 resale goal. Okay, so I am obviously home now. So let's see if I made my $1,000 resale goal. All right, so I'm gonna add everything up on my calculator. For the same Edelman loafers, I do expect to get around $45 to $50. I'm gonna put 45. All right, and then we have these Jeffrey Campbell little ballet flats. These are in really great condition. They even have the little sticker down at the bottom still. So I am gonna put 45 because I think I should be able to get around 45 to 50. So again, I'm just gonna go with the lower option at 45. Then the beautiful J. Crew mules. Again, I just really wish these were my size. Since these are gingham plaid, I feel like this is gonna be perfect for summertime, a very classic style from J. Crew, and their shoes do really well. So I'm gonna put these down for $50. Then we have the Birkies from Birkenstock, and these are in great condition. They're actually in like new condition. I don't think anybody's ever worn them. So since they're a great brand and in great condition, I'm gonna price these for $55. Corks, I'm gonna put 45. And then the other corks, again, I'm gonna do 45. Mephisto sandals, and they were reselling more than I thought. I'm gonna put them for 50. All right, so far with just the shoes, we got $335. So I'm feeling very optimistic that we're gonna reach this goal. All right, the Sweaty Betty, I'm gonna say 40. I'm trying to do like low estimates. ModCloth, the jumpsuit, I'll put 30. The Fun Tropical Tantrum dress, I'm gonna put 30. Title IX dress, I'm gonna put 40 because that is what Title IX consistently sells for me. The Title IX skirt, I'm gonna put 35. It's a beautiful vintage skirt, and I have sold this vintage brand before. Pool does really well. I'm gonna put 40. The nice soft surroundings top, I'll put 30. And then the second Title IX dress, this one is a size large. I am gonna put 40 for that as well. All right, we are moving on to the last bag. We are at $620. There's not many in this bag, so I'm feeling a little nervous now. This is that dress that makes pinup styles, and when I looked up comps, they were going for around 40 to 50. I'm gonna go on the lower end at 40. This beautiful dress from Gunny Sack, I'm gonna put $100 because when I looked up this particular style with the corset body, they were doing better than I was expecting. So some people had them reselling and listed for 150. So I'm gonna put it at the low end at 100. And this fun new tag Hell Bunny dress, I'm gonna go on the low end and say 40. The 90s slip dress, say 40, and typically sell those really well. And I had actually mispronounced this brand, so I thought that the B at the end was an L. So the brand is actually Emma Dom. When I looked it up, it's actually 1950s vintage, and some people had them listed and reselling for around $150 to $200. So I am gonna put this down for $150. a Toad & Co dress. Again, I can sell these really well for around 40 to 45. And this one is an extra large, so even better. But again, I'm gonna low estimate. I'm gonna just put 30. The other soft surroundings top, I put the other one for 30, but since I'm trying to be, again, low, I'm gonna put this one for 25. The fold, and you guys probably remember we talked about this one. I was really surprised to find this in such a tiny town, and it was new with tags. This brand retails for around $200 to $300. And it's based in London. And when I saw some people reselling it, they had them listed for 100 to 150 pre-owned. This one is new with tags. I'm gonna put this down for $100. The Princess Polly dress, new with tags. I'm gonna put this down for 30. And I've actually sold this exact dress before, like I said, from Toad & Co. I'm gonna put this one down for 35, even though I expect it to sell for around 40 to 45. All right, so I counted everything up and the grand total is $1,160. So I definitely met my goal. I surpassed it. And like I said, I was low estimating, so hopefully I can make even more off this haul. So I'm excited to get everything photographed and listed so that I can get my return on investment. All right, you guys, so that wraps up the Tiny Town Challenge of $1,000. And I'm really excited what I found there. I was not expecting to find so many high quality items at such a rural location. So pleasantly surprised. And let me know down in the comments, were you guys surprised with what I found, and were you expecting me to meet my goal? And stay tuned for next week's video. I am gonna go to that same tiny town, and I'm gonna be picking up thrifted items for my own personal closet, my aesthetic, and my style. Don't worry, I'll still be throwing in some keywords. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys tune in. But thank you guys again so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye, friends.